Good afternoon, everybody. If you have the capability, I would encourage you all to turn your cameras on. You might want to get used to using your cameras because in the Hart School, when you have a virtual classroom, your camera must be on. My name is Lauren Gardner. It's very nice to see all of your names. I'm very excited to have this conversation with you all today. Congratulations on your acceptance to the university. Congratulations on joining the Hart School. We're going to go through a lot of information today. So if you have questions, you should have questions, because if you don't have questions, you might not be prepared for today. But if you have questions, please feel free to unmute yourselves. You are welcome to say the question out loud. You're also welcome to put it in the chat section. But again, I would highly encourage you all to unmute yourselves and to put your cameras on, because you need to start getting used to that. All right, let's get started. So the Hart School. We at the Hart School are a named university. We house our hospitality management program and our sport and recreation management program. Can you all, in the chat section, just so I get an understanding of who I'm talking to, can you put down whether you are a hospitality management student or a sport and recreation management student? Awesome. So it looks like we've got a good mix of people. Great. So the hospitality management program is currently ranked the #1 program in the country. That ranking just came out a couple weeks ago. We are very excited about that. And our sport and recreation program is currently #6 in the country. So clearly we've got some of the top programs in the nation. We do have a partnership with Hotel Madison. So if you have been to campus, that is the hotel that is right here on campus. A lot of our students do experiential learning opportunities through the hotel, and the hotel owner and operator is a member of the Hart School Advisory Board, so they do work very closely with our students. We're also a NASCAR university, so we do have a funneling internship program with NASCAR, so any student who participates in our NASCAR projects that we offer on campus is guaranteed an interview with NASCAR. So some people that you need to be aware of during your time with the Hart School. We have Donna Garber and we have Jason Gokenauer. Those are our academic advisors for you all. And then myself, I serve as the Professional Development and Employer Outreach and Engagement Coordinator for the Hart School. Donna and Jason are who you will go to when you have any kind of academic question. How to register for your classes. When do you register for your classes? Which classes should you be taking? These are the individuals that you need to be reaching out to. Any kind of question that is academic related, they're the ones who are going to give you guidance. Any kind of question that you have that could be professional development or career related, that's when I come into play. I offer a lot of programming related to professional development. I help students connect with resources and internships and employers. I help students learn how to search for internships, how to search for jobs, how to prepare their resumes, how to prepare for interviews. Donna, Jason, and I are all located within our Center for Academic and Professional Success, right on the 3rd floor of Godwin Hall, which is where the majority of your classes are going to be. So everything has been very, very centralized for you. It's kind of a one-stop shop. Any kind of guidance that you need, we should be able to take care of it for you. We do have a very diverse faculty group on staff, so just a kind of a snapshot of who to expect, get you familiar with some of the faces that will be walking the hall. Dr. Dave Schonk is our director of the program. We've got a wide variety of countries represented within our faculty, and all of our faculty have industry experience. So you are learning from people who have the knowledge, the know-how, who haven't necessarily been picking up this information through theoretical learning in the classroom. They went out into the real world and did these things. You're learning from people who do know what they're talking about. More faculty members that we have. And then we also have our administrative assistant, Allie Reynolds. So if you join the Hart School, if you come to Godwin Hall, which is this building right here, located on the 3rd floor, Allie is going to be the very first person that you come into contact with, and she's going to be a great resource for you all. So when it comes to the Hart School, we do have a generalist curriculum. We're going to be talking about all of these components throughout our presentation. We do have a business component, experiential learning opportunities, leadership opportunities that are available for you in the program. Again, please don't hesitate to turn your cameras on and turn your mics on and ask questions. It's very strange talking to black boxes. In terms of our mission, vision, and value statements, the Hart School really prides itself on engaging in transformational education through innovative teaching, scholarship, and service. So these are the words, these are the things that you're going to become very, very familiar with during your time at the Hart School. Hospitality management and sport and recreation management, both of you all have your individual curriculums. They are generalist curriculums, so you're not going to be focused in any one particular area of hospitality management or sport and recreation management, but you will be able to build your concentration area by way of the elective space in the program. So if you're interested in something that's more marketing focused for sport and recreation, you have that opportunity. If you're interested in something that's more event focused for hospitality management, you have that opportunity. Regardless of which program you are in, you are required to do either a business minor or an entrepreneurship minor. That has to be completed in order to graduate from our program. The majority of the Hart School students do opt for the business minor. The entrepreneurship minor is much more difficult to get into. That program only takes about 15 students every semester, and that's university-wide. So the business minor is a little bit more feasible for most of our students. While we are a named school, so again, the Hart School oversees hospitality management and sport and recreation management, we are a part of the College of Business. So a lot of these classes are already going to be built into your program anyway. So by the time you graduate, your diploma is going to say College of Business on it. If anybody was interested in getting a snapshot of what the course catalog looks like, these QR codes will take you directly to the undergraduate course catalogs for the respective programs, and it'll list out the descriptions of the classes that you can take. You will become very familiar with the course catalog. This is not your only opportunity to get this information, but I will leave it up here for just a minute in case people are snapping things. In terms of career opportunities, hospitality management and sport and recreation management are very broad industries. This list pertains to hospitality management specifically and has been curated based off of data of our last 3 graduating classes. So when our students are exiting, I am asking them, what programs or what fields are they going into, what titles do they have, and these are the big heavy hitting items of where our students are going. Hotels and resorts, country clubs, city clubs, restaurants, event planning, cruise lines, residential property management, marketing and sales, human resource management, and then business entrepreneurship. Again, if you snap the QR code, it'll take you to a more in-depth version of this list of where our graduates are going by the time that they leave us. For sport and recreation, the majority of our students over the course of the last 3 years have gone on to major, minor, and college sports organizations, campus recreation, city, community parks and recreation, clubs and resorts, sports facility management, marketing and sales, and then outdoor recreation. We do have a residential learning community specific for our sport and recreation management students. The QR code will take you to the web page that will give you more information about how to apply to this program if that's something that you're interested in. But the residential learning community is your opportunity to essentially live with and work with students who have similar interests as you. We do partner with our University Recreation Center, and the residential learning, or the residential hall that this group of students lives in is very close to the University Recreation Center as well. So this gives students extra opportunity to really kind of know the students that are in their cohort, know the faculty members in their cohort, and kind of delve into that relationship that Sport and Recreation has with our University Recreation Center on campus. Career development, experiential learning opportunities. So the university does have an honors college on campus, and several of our hospitality management and sport and recreation management students are also a part of the honors college. Any major can be a part of the honors college, but they also have their own academic advisors to help facilitate the honors component within that college experience. We offer an exorbitant amount of experiential learning opportunities. Being a named school, we do have a foundation that we are able to draw upon. So GJ and Heather Hart of the Hart School are alumni of both JMU, the College of Business, and the Hospitality Management program, and they generously donated several $millions to our school, specifically for scholarship opportunities and experiential learning opportunities for students. So we do send students on a number of conferences, a number of experiential learning opportunities, and because we have a foundation, the out-of-pocket cost for students is very limited. We never want cost to be a barrier that keeps a student out of the consideration for these opportunities. We do have career, internship, and practicum advising that falls within my umbrella. I do offer career and internship fairs every semester that are specific to hospitality management and sport and recreation management employers. That is your opportunity to really get ahead of the game. We have had a wait list for this career fair for the last 3 or 4 semesters, so the employers want to be there, and a lot of the employers are also JMU alums, so they're very excited to come back and speak to students in programs that they're familiar with, in environments that they're familiar with. But the career fair truly is your opportunity to get ahead of the game. That is where you will meet people who are offering internships. You will meet people who are offering jobs. You have the opportunity to engage with these people as early as your first semester freshman year. I do highly recommend that you go. I recommend that you meet with me in preparation for these events because it matters and people will remember you. I also put together resume review sessions, cover letter review sessions, interview preparation sessions, a lot of different events to get you prepared. Internships are a required part of the Hart School regardless of which major you're in. And if you don't have an internship, if you are having trouble finding an internship, it is not because I have not been doing my job, it's because you have not been doing your job. This is the part where you learn really how to self-advocate for yourself. I am happy to meet you in whichever kind of circumstances you are in. I am happy to help you to the best of my ability, but you have to learn how to self-advocate and say, I need help. You can simply say, I have no idea where to even start. That is perfectly fine. I will help you where you are, but you need to do yourself the service and learn how to be an adult because at JMU you will be treated as such. We also have a Hart School Service project that we do every year. It is a very big component to our curriculum. Our faculty, our staff find that giving back to our local community is a very big part of the hospitality management and sport and recreation field, so we want to instill that in you as early as we can. We talked about honors and research a little bit, so some of this is just to kind of showcase some of the fun photos that we have. ESPN College Game Day did come a few years ago, and we have several of our students up here that got to assist with like the planning and preparation and setup for ESPN Game Day. In terms of experiential learning opportunities specific to the hospitality management program, these three are opportunities that we do every year. So we have a hotel experience that happens in New York City, the National Restaurant Show that happens in Chicago, and then wine and culture in Napa and Sonoma. We do also offer a wine and culture class on campus, and we do have an in-house sommelier on faculty staff. So these are just snapshots of kind of what to expect. These are the ones that occur every year. We always have opportunities that don't occur every year that could be new, or they could be every other year, but these are just some of the things to kind of get you excited about what is down the road. For sport and recreation management, again, these are just small snapshots of what is available to you, some of the ones that occur every year. So we do have our NASCAR Collegiate Sales Program, and again, if you participate in the sales program, you are guaranteed an interview with NASCAR for an internship opportunity, which is pretty incredible. We're one of a handful of universities that have this partnership in place. We also do the New England Sports Tour, so it's your opportunity to really visit all of the venues and the sites and talk with professionals who are in the sports business industry. A lot of students opt for the sport and recreation program because they like sports or they play sports. You will quickly realize that if you are studying sports and recreation, it's okay to be a fan, but this program is not the studying of being a fan. It is the study of sports business. Some of the conference attendance that I spoke about earlier, these are the conferences that our students went to just this past semester. I couldn't get the full year on the slideshow. So just to give you an idea, Club Management Association, Sports Industry Networking Association, the National Society of Minorities in Hospitality Conference, the College Athletics Leadership Symposium. And again, since we are a name school and have a foundation, the cost of attendance for these experiences is very limited for students. Again, just some fun pictures for you to see and kind of interact with. We do have an event every year that is called Les Gourmet. That is our big fundraising event every year that allows us to put money back into the foundation for scholarships and experiential learning opportunities. A lot of our hospitality management students who are interested in event planning or mega event planning will assist in the preparation for the Les Gourmet event. We also have site visits that our students do. Site visits can happen several different ways. Some of the site visits are built into the classrooms, and the professors are leveraging networking and relationship opportunities that they have within the field. Some site visits are set up through our clubs and organizations, which I'll touch on in just a bit. But again, just some fun pictures to look at. This is our JMU NASCAR. Career, internship, practicum advising. We talked a little bit about the career fairs and some of the resources that my office puts together for you. As I mentioned earlier, every program, every major within sport and recreation and hospitality management is required to complete an internship hour. So for hospitality management, it's 1,000 hours. It's 600 hours of work experience, and then a 100-hour externship, which we have already set up for you on campus. So we'll partner you with an on-campus partner. I realize that this sounds like a lot of hours. It is very, very doable. It is not 1,000 hours at one location. It's 1,000 hours total during your time at JMU within a hospitality management field. And you have not only your academic advisor, your professional development advisor, and your first-year advisor to coach you through this, but we also have internship advisors, one specific for hospitality management and one specific for sport and recreation management, to help you get through this process. A lot of the language that you'll be hearing today is very new. It's very collegiate, but I promise we will not let you drown. Everybody here wants you to succeed. We want you to make sure that you're getting these experiences, that you're getting the resources that you need. Both of these programs are very hands-on. It is not theoretical learning in the abstract. These are the fields that you have to learn by doing. So we incorporate a lot of learning by doing within the classroom to help set you up for success and make you employable when you leave. For sport and recreation, It's about a 500-hour experience. Again, you have your practicum, and then you have your internship experience. That can happen on campus, that can happen off campus, it can happen over the summer. There's a lot of different ways to go about completing these opportunities. The biggest caveat for both things is that your internship and your practicum has to directly relate to your major. So if you are doing sport and recreation management, you can't be selling cars at a local car lot and say, oh, that relates to sport and recreation management. It does not. It has to relate directly to your major in order to count towards these programs. Some photos of our service project that we do. Typically, we'll partner with a local camp around town to help them with some of their services that they need. It's a great opportunity for students to interact with their faculty in a setting where the faculty aren't asking you of anything, you're not asking the faculty of anything. It's just a really nice opportunity to kind of humanize both sides of that desk. Clubs and leadership opportunities. JMU offers about 400 different clubs and organizations campus-wide. These organizations on the screen here are specific to hospitality management and sport and recreation management and are sponsored by the Hart School. So the faculty advisors for these programs are our faculty and staff. It is just as important to network with, industry leaders, but you can't forget to network with your peers, because your peers are eventually going to be these industry leaders. I highly, highly, highly recommend, strongly recommend joining one of these organizations. This is how you're going to get involved in the Hart School. This is how you're going to feel like you know the people that you're taking classes with, like you know the faculty members that you're taking classes with. You should be involved in a club and organization, not just university-wide, but Hart School specific as well. We do also offer travel and study abroad opportunities. So for hospitality management, again, this is just a snapshot of some of the programs that we typically offer every single year. So a study of hospitality, food and beverage in Ireland, Scotland, and England. We have the wine and culture program that I talked about, 2 weeks in Napa and Sonoma. Intercultural studies and tourism in Peru, and then an internship opportunity in Perth, Australia, with an emphasis on hospitality, tourism, and marketing. If hospitality management students are interested in a country that we don't necessarily have something set up in, that's where our Center for Global Engagement can come into play. That is located on campus. They also have a great website available, but they essentially do like sister school pairing so that they could match you with a program, they can match you with a country. If JMU doesn't offer it or if we don't offer it, that does not necessarily mean that that's not an option for you. And then for sport and recreation, again, just some of the ones that we consistently do every single year. So sports through history and culture, located in Ireland, the European model of sports in Dublin, Liverpool, London, and Paris. The Final Four, I realize this one is not a study abroad, but it's a really awesome opportunity, and our students have assisted in the Final Four for the last 4 years. I mean, this is pretty cool. And then our internship, also located in Perth, Australia, with an emphasis on sports management, membership, and marketing. To give you an idea of where some of our industry partners and graduates are, these are some of the companies and organizations that our students have gone to when pulling that data over our last 3 years worth of graduating classes. So some of the big ones, Disney, Valley Pike Farm Market, RMC Events, Marriott, Bold Rock, Toastique. If anybody is familiar with Toastique, Toastique is a avocado toast franchise that was started by a hospitality management alum about 5 or 6 years ago. She's been on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list for the last 5 years. Like, she has made her mark on the world with gourmet avocado toast. For sport and recreation, this is a snapshot of where some of our industry partners and graduates are. I'll leave it up here for just a moment for you all. When it comes to return on investment, these are majors that are going to get you hired within your field. Again, because it's learning by doing. So by the time you graduate, not only do you have 1,000 hours worth of experience under your belt, but it's concentrated, targeted experience, which makes you hireable. That connected with our business minor or entrepreneurship minor, we have found has made students very, very employable after their time at JMU. And again, we have a lot of resources in place to help make you successful. I myself receive internship emails and employment emails from employers every day, every week of the year. I collect all of that information and send it out specifically to our Hart School students every single week so that you know who is reaching out to the Hart School, who wants to hire the Hart School, who wants that population within their organization. You have the opportunities, but you do need to be an adult and you need to self-advocate and you need to put forth your best effort. What you get out of this program is solely determined by the effort that you put into this program. Finally, our hospitality management program seeks to develop a community of learners with quality education through the integration of theory, practice, and personal growth within the hospitality management industries. And then for sport and recreation, they strive to develop a community of learners with quality education through the integration of theory, practice, and personal growth in the sport and recreation industry.